Sports. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Williams. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then
he's off to the races. Keeps it and gets past the chains. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Moves around to clear up the vision. Unleashes one. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Getting some heat. Looking for the score. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown Tide.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Massey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down for this offense. run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. Looking to pass on second down. Working the middle, it's complete. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buying some time as he moves left. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He wants to throw it again. He makes the connection. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Smith wants to throw. Now improvising. He'll try to do it himself. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Hands it off. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. No huddle, offense to the line. Now the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires and picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Feeling some heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. These corners going to give these receivers some space. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Line getting set on second down. Trying play action. Gonna take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Houston 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Floating away. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football over the yard. You want to stop that? get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback. Effective.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that pass intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback checking the play. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Houston wants to play fast. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Well, the upside is you can get a 1st down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. The completion well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this 2nd play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close and guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Smith dropping to pass. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Third and long situation. They tried to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. The Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage. looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He'll get rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Marks. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got it behind the line. It's Marks. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Trying to make... Oh, he dropped it! Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism, extending the play and at least giving himself a chance, but you got to finish. You still have to do a good job taking care of the football. That's priority number 1. He wasn't able.
Off to the races to the right. The 40. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And they go for the sneak on 2nd down, playing very conservatively. And they wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Well, you tried on 1st and 2nd, and you couldn't pay it off, so let's not overthink it. Let's just go quarterback sneak. Let's just let our guy get low, pick the side he wants to run to, drive his legs in for the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The 1st down for the offense. He's looking to throw it. catch in the middle. It's Branch. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Kansas State 7, USC 0.
First down to start the drive after the break.
Here we go.
Wide open downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Here we go. On second down, just keeps firing. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, USC.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal.
On the field goal.
And the try is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. At the 40, there he goes. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. Kansas State quick to the line. Using his feet. Shakes off the tackler. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Shows him the stiff arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback checking off. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Touchdown, Kansas State.
Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can improve. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now.
What a snag by the defense.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They think there's room to run to the right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Sends it downfield. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll be able to snap it once more before the end of the half. Johnson looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Stands in and takes the hit. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And you get more and more hits in the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. They'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Kansas State 14, USC.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this 3rd quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
Fighting off the defender. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, it's an unfortunate drop by the tight end there, and he's a guy they just have not been able to get him involved in this football game. We're here in the second half, and this guy still doesn't have a catch.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Wildcats moving quickly to the line. Johnson wants to throw it. Buys a little time. The throw. Just a misfire from this sophomore as he threw it behind him. Still on the 2-yard line after the incompletion. It's 3rd and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Makes the grab on the left. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads to the wide out. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Trojans look to do some damage in the red zone. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
On second down, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the number.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Kansas State.
They've got it to a two-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the third quarter. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Kansas State 20, USC 6.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
On second down, wants to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's going up top. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. The snap sets up to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Marks. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. They're bringing heat. Ball is free. A defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
And this... out of reach. I mean, it was already a tall order, and you had to be aggressive in this situation, but now with this turnover, this one's all but over.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Fires to the tight end. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll run play action. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
On the move at the 30. And he breaks into the open. At the 30. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kansas State.
With the carry.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab. And it's slipped out. And that's a live ball. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from.
Going for it all. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right